everyone, and welcome back to the channel for another video. This is North Star Reactions and Reviews, and as always, my name is Matthew. We are gonna go ahead and do a little double feature for you this evening. At the time of this recording, I have just finished Season 1, Episode 14 of Criminal Minds. So I thought I'd treat you guys to something special and try to do another reaction video for you, picking up where we left off with Season 1, Episode 15. As of this recording, we only have about 7 more episodes to go, including this one, for the first season of Criminal Minds, and then we will be finished. We've come a long way, and I'm really glad that we're gonna see it through. Stick with me, and we will finish strong. If you're returning or current subscriber to the channel, welcome to you. If you're a new subscriber to the channel, welcome to you as well. If you are a viewer of the channel but not yet subscribed and you like what you see here in the video or just on the channel in general, I would urge you to please consider subscribing. I would love to have you here, and it does help to grow our community even further. Let's not waste any time and just go ahead and get started with Season 1, Episode 15 of Criminal Minds. Hope you all enjoy. Here we go. Washington, D.C.
The end of his 2-year killing spree.
J. Miller Bookstore.
He made a name for himself. All of which were accompanied by a word search puzzle. Were part of his game. Like the Son of Sam, he taunted the police. He fueled the media's fest. 18 years ago, he just stopped killing. Now, one of the Philadelphia PD's theories was that he was in jail on an unrelated charge. Another city or another country. But the FBI's VICAP program tracks murderers and murderers all around the world. They turned up nothing. This intricate psychopath
There's Jason.
would stop killing. But I never believed he was a psychopath who had to do this. I believe he is a narcissistic sociopath who's killed. So even if he thinks he's finished, he's still... Thank you.
You look comfortable up there. Why don't you come back to the BAU for a guest lecture?
Oh, he used to be part of the BAU.
What happened to Florida? 36 holes a day?
Florida's too humid. Anyway, I'd missed the seasons. So I'm in Philadelphia now.
You're in Philadelphia for...
Maybe I'm addicted to Pat Steaks. Maybe I'm holding out hope that the Eagles will turn it around next season.
Remember weapons of mass destruction?
What are you saying? You think I'm chasing a ghost? No. How are things at BAU? Anything changed since I left?
Everything
Lots.
changes. Everything stays the same. You know how it is.
Miss me?
Oh.
Thanks. Sure.
Fan mail.
Fan mail. How do you like that?
That's not the guy.
Ooh,
Not the guy. Come on.
a little intense here,
Sir?
and we're only a couple minutes in.
A few more checks. Is this from him, the Keystone Killer?
Son of a bitch was right here. You still think I'm after a ghost? Lock this place down.
Alright, so the guy who was speaking at the beginning there used to be part of the BAU. That's interesting.
McLean wrote, "It is those we live with and love and should know who elude us."
So they've been here all night?
Apparently.
Where else?
Have you ever talked to him before?
Pretty intense. Rusk, not much of a bedside manner.
Sound like anyone else we know?
I heard he was forced into early retirement.
Referring to Gideon.
Chose to retire.
He's written a new book on the Keystone Killer. Mind has not probed the Black Water. John Steinbeck, East of Eden.
Oh, Elle has a new
Story of
hairdo.
Good and evil, love and hate.
There's been some new activity.
He handed this letter to the security guard.
And he included 2 driver's licenses with it.
One is from his last victim.
Gray?
You see something?
Yeah. What is the significance of black bra and gray wool socks?
That's what Amy Jennings was wearing when we found her.
The scene, bring it to life. That would explain the level of detail.
Does no fight in the rear window have anything to do with the Jennings case?
No. He entered in through the front.
Here, the puzzle.
Philly PD went to the address on the license a little while ago. Found her suffocated with a plastic bag.
Suffocated. His previous victims are strangled. His MO's different.
It's not entirely impossible for an unsub to switch his MO. The Zodiac killer went from stabbing people to shooting them.
Yes, but he wanted to take the credit. This bastard didn't do anything in secret.
The Philadelphia police were notified late last night of a letter that was hand-delivered to this news station. Apparently, it was written by the infamous Keystone Killer. Photo suffocated.
Well, there goes
Plastic
their
bag.
tight grip on the media.
Police discovered a body in the Overbrook area, but they are not confirming that it's the woman in this picture.
I'm not asking, Jason.
That guy seems very intense.
Billy, her hands and feet were bound with flex cuffs.
Flex cuffs. No ropes.
That's what they said. They're waiting at the crime scene for you.
Thank you, sweetheart.
There's my dog.
No, it's the Keystone Killer.
He seems pretty adamant about that.
He's here because he knows his case better than any of us. We're leading the investigation. He's only consulting.
Anyone tell him that?
Right?
FBI? Detective Charles Santangelo, Philly PD.
He's consulting with us.
CSI still processing the body?
Yeah, we'll get out of your way.
Thanks. This is its 8th victim. I know what the puzzle said.
That one is extensive. Level of violence is escalating.
Yeah,
This bedroom. I think I'm gonna check it out anyway.
you do what you want to do, but believe me, you're wasting your time.
He seems very sure about that.
Hell's good at this, Max.
Did I say she wasn't?
Buddy, this isn't personal.
Yeah. Well, maybe not for you.
Can't be personal. You'll never get done things the right way.
A formal statement later on today.
We received more information from the murderer than the police. What's going on?
We have a right to the truth. The Philadelphia police have to finish investigating this crime scene before.
What do you think of Ryan?
He hasn't changed much.
I think we could learn a lot from him.
What could you possibly learn that you don't already know?
Repetitive thinking is a depth.
Ooh, another puzzle?
Let's go show this to everyone. Found another note.
Bacon now.
I used this specific quote
In
in
your
my
book on page 184. I read it on the plane.
Can you remember the page number of the quote?
This Max Ryan seems to be very personally invested in this. I wonder how that'll play out. Ooh, nice shot.
A lot of things have changed in 20 years, including the age of the Keystone Killer's victim. This man clearly had a preference for young brunettes, and now he's switched to older women.
Well, what does that mean?
Ted Bundy only killed women that looked like his fiance.
Looks like
But
a
then
profile.
He brutally attacked a house full of sorority sisters that looked. When police found the van that he used to kill her, the amount of blood revealed that he had lost complete control. It was that de-evolution that eventually led to his capture.
Or how many more victims he'll take with him.
So we're going to go over everything we know, old and new, and hopefully find him before we find another body.
We'll start with Agent Ryan's original profile.
We're looking for a white male in his late 40s. The controlled crime scenes, the meticulousness, and his collection of trophies suggests a possible military background. We believe he's been living in the same geographic area.
Team can handle it.
The team. We used to work solo when this all started.
Lots has changed.
Well, we were wrong.
He used a quote, Jason. He used a quote from my book.
So? If it's a coincidence.
I'm getting the strong
Focus
sense
on the differences in
that
times. Once you're doing, it's you.
Max is not a team player.
That's new.
In the word puzzle, he said she didn't fight.
In order to control her.
They switched from using rope to flex cuffs. The intricate knot was part of his signature.
Flex cuffs are easier.
Probably saved him time.
Less personal, less controlling.
Okay, seriously, guys. Let's just abandon all this. Let's just treat him like he's a new offender. He isn't.
Harbin. There's a Scott Harbin on Ryan's original suspect list.
It's not Scott Harbin. Harbin went to jail in 1988 for stabbing a guy while he was trying to escape during a home invasion.
He's been paroled.
No, it's too easy. I interviewed Harbin twice. He's a pervert. He's a small-time burglar with a fetish for lingerie. I mean, he's a creep.
See what she can dig up on this guy.
He's not the guy.
Getting a little out of hand there.
Scott Harbin was paroled. And I have an address on him.
You are amazing.
You have no idea.
Okay, all right.
Are you Scott Harbin?
What?
Scott Harbin!
Yeah, that's Scott Harbin.
Hey, come on. Ryan.
Yeah, we were in the neighborhood.
Excuse me, fellas.
Is that a basic training?
Ryan thought he might have a military background. Hey, Morgan. What's the fancy labels as secrets?
He does seem to be a guy who needs to be in control.
Definitely obsessed.
I could see that.
Everything has its place.
Are you finished?
Did I make you angry? Did I upset you?
Ooh, go L.
You're gonna hurt me?
I'm not.
What's the matter, Scotty? Can't deal with a woman who's not afraid of you.
Good job, L. Knew I liked L for some reason.
He makes his own movies.
Well, if he's a control freak Ryan thinks he is, why wouldn't he?
Where are the tapes?
What do you mean?
Got a little hot.
Did I say anything that wasn't true?
No.
Hear that?
Yeah.
Ooh, a hollow space.
Okay.
What? Dang. Looking more and more like their suspect.
I'll bring it up and I'll call you back.
Or their unsub, I mean.
Got your name on it.
Isn't Scott Harbin an inelegant creature? A monster?
What does that mean? Scott Harbin's a predator, just not the one we're looking for.
What?
6-block radius.
So the real unsub was there.
Each other's work.
Yeah, but usually from afar.
All right, let's review. What do we know about the Keystone Killer?
And we know that he's not dead or in jail.
Violent crimes are caused by strangulation. It only takes 11 pounds of pressure to fully incapacitate your victim, and if you hang on for at least 50 seconds, they'll never recover.
You got Carla Bromwell. She sustains a significant head injury. Blitz attack suggests disorganization. No.
He kills by choice. What? But we've been operating under the assumption that he purposely changed his MO.
You say
Ooh.
change because he had to change.
He knocked her unconscious.
Or a stroke?
Either way, you're going to have medical records. Agreed?
Yeah, so what are we talking about? This had to have happened after the middle of 1988 in Philadelphia?
Somebody who fits the rest of the profile.
The man we're looking for, we're hoping that someone out there seeing this will recognize some of the elements. He is most likely a white male in his late 40s with a military background.
The man living in Philadelphia. How does that help us?
If you'd let me finish.
Killer wrote in his last letter that he's striking.
Well, they're very
in 2
rude.
days. How close are you to an arrest?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the progress of this ongoing investigation.
By a man people should have stopped 18 years ago. Are you at liberty to explain how I'm supposed to tell our mother about this?
Isn't Special Agent Ryan working with the FBI again? He was unable to solve the murder before. What makes you think he's capable now?
Agent Ryan was one of a number of men working on this case.
I hate to be standing out there in front of those jackals.
Well, JJ, she can hold her own.
Yes,
They're
she
all more
can.
interesting than we ever were.
Well, we have a lot more of it to deal with now.
Now, the fact is, I haven't been able to solve the case, so I'm an easy target. But if we do close it,
But don't you want to? I mean, don't you get to a certain point where you want to relax? Maybe spend some time with your family?
family. I lost that a long time ago. Agents with a relaxing kind of mentality. Do they?
That's true.
Well, if it's...
Something debilitating enough to lose strength permanently. I'm still thinking stroke.
It seems logical.
Ryan's profile puts the unsub in his late 20s.
Strokes occur when plaque builds up in the arteries, causing restricted vessels to be blocked by a blood clot.
Okay, but doesn't it take years for that type of plaque to build up?
Typically.
Honorable discharge.
It's a good start. What was the injury?
Broken neck.
Ouch.
Physical therapy for 9 years.
What's he been doing since?
Oh, never mind. Guy moved to the Florida Keys. He's
Taking a break?
Is there anything worse than cop shop coffee?
The old cop shop donuts? Remember that Boise child murderer?
How could I forget it?
Late city detective. Griffin was his name? Right.
Yeah.
Important thing? Not to let yourself become another victim.
Hey, this is different.
Really?
Really.
How different can it be?
You had no idea he'd kill again?
No, but he did. And now there's another woman out there in danger.
You know this man. If you let us, we'll help you find him.
Gotta work as a team. Can't do it alone.
The guy's well read. He may have been a professor.
There are just too many hospitals, clinics, long-term care facilities. We'd be sifting through records for weeks.
Come on, there's got to be some way to narrow down the search.
Injuries would all be reported by the police.
We profiled him driving a late model American-made sedan.
All right, so how about I get Garcia to check Philly PD records for accidents involving American-made sedans and serious injury?
Speak.
I need a list, sweetness.
Aw, sugar. You're in luck. Listen to my specialty.
I love it when they interact with each other.
Philadelphia, 1988.
Got injuries, 36 in a 12-month period.
How many were American-made cars?
Almost all of them. Except only 5 were serious enough to send the drivers to the hospital. Their driver outside of 3245 Anders Street. Ow. Broken back. That's not good.
Ouch.
Hey, Anders Street.
3200 block of
Still residing in the city of brother and sisterly love.
If he's 48, that would have put him in his late 20s at the time of the killing. Just like Ryan predicted.
Heard nerve damage to his spinal cord.
Never got the strength back.
Kern's been a county worker, claims adjuster, and get this, he installed home alarms with Scott Harbin.
Women felt comfortable letting him inside.
He got a degree in criminology from Villanova in 1988. I wonder if he murdered anyone on campus.
It certainly explains his knowledge of law enforcement.
We got him.
Looks like they got their real unsub. Not that the other guy wasn't just as bad, but this is the one that they were looking for originally.
How can I help you, gentlemen?
Is something wrong?
Who come inside?
What are you gonna do? Where are you doing this?
Ouch.
Walter's at the Pinewood Community Center working with the Boy Scouts. He volunteers as one of the leaders.
That's why we need to talk to him.
That is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Place that you're not supposed to see.
Walter has a dark room.
If he knew you were in there, would he become so angry that you fear he could hurt you?
Mrs. Kern, has your husband ever suffered from long periods of depression?
Yes. After his car accident.
Could you show us the room, Mrs. Kern?
She didn't want to believe it, but that's natural.
Looks like you collected every article written about him.
Was that a scrapbook?
There's a chapter on every woman he's killed.
Outside a church, driver's license, clothing, jewelry.
Those chapters in the back, they're not finished.
These photographs are at least 20 years old. I mean, look at the hairstyles, the clothing.
What does it read? Unfinished business.
His recent themes of communication have been about old friends, unfinished business.
Because he was such a perfectionist and is a perfectionist, he had to finish what he started years ago.
Oh, these aren't new victims, Max. They were already targeted. Right from day one.
Who's in that last chapter?
Lay down on your back. Speak again, and I will kill you. Confirmed he left the community center hours ago, and Kern's car's parked on the next block.
I want Walter Kern alive.
I'll stand by for the word. Okay, let's move on. Call you when we've secured Kern.
Yeah.
Please.
Are they gonna make it to her in time? That's something that I've always wondered every time I see something like this. They made it.
All right, FBI. FBI, you're gonna be all right. Breathe in.
We got her. Sylvia Gooden's alive. We got him. Get in. You're gonna be okay. You're all right.
Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. You got him?
Yeah, I got him. You know you've enjoyed this ride as much as I have, Max.
I sure am enjoying this part of it.
So Max finally got his collar.
Abraham Lincoln once said, in the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years.
No, he never said anything.
Well, let me fill you in then. We had this bomber case. It was one of Jason's first, so we had him go over and search the bomber's car, which was in the Quantico garage. Anyway, Jason takes one look at this piece of paper, and before we could stop him, he takes off, runs up 25 flights of stairs to the director's office, barges in, interrupting a meeting.
You know he has no one, no family.
What's that?
Brian. I mean, technically he's retired, but he hasn't seen his kids in years. We're able to drop everything, go to the office. We're all available to you anytime you call, day or night.
That's kind of bleak.
How do you do it?
I try to focus 100% of my attention there. And when I'm with you guys, I try to do the same thing. It's about priorities, though. It's about setting them and keeping them.
I was chasing monsters.
It's hard. This job will eat you up if you let it.
So what do I do?
All right, so that was season 1, episode 15 of Criminal Minds. Definitely a different tone and different feeling compared to our last episode that we just watched. This one was a little different in the sense that they brought in one of an older agents from the BAU when it first started to hunt down a serial killer who had evaded arrest for over 20 years. It's not an easy thing to do, but he was able to do it. And not only was he able to evade arrest for 20 plus years, he was able to set someone else up to be arrested in his place at first, which is what we got to witness during the episode. They arrested another criminal, but it wasn't their prime target. Fortunately, they were able to find and arrest the actual unsub, Walter Kern, who was the original target of this episode to begin with. So it was nice to see that they were able to do that. Everybody made it out okay in the end, including the last victim. Everybody made it alive, and they were able to apprehend the Keystone Killer, as they called him, alive. Max finally got his collar. But that's not without a little heartache, for lack of better words. Max was very difficult to work with, it seems like. He wasn't so used to a team dynamic. He was used to doing everything on his own. So when he was brought in to consult on the case, he didn't know how to handle working with a team of people. And that caused him to butt heads with pretty much almost everybody on the BAU, with the exception of Reed. He seemed to not have any issues with Reed, which was interesting. But with everybody else, with Hotch, with Morgan, with Elle especially, they all seemed to butt heads, and it's not uncommon when you've been out of that type of work for so long and then you come back. I mean, a lot has changed, or a lot can change in a 20-year time span, so he had to deal with a lot of change, basically, and it was hard at first. But eventually he grew to understand that working with a team of people is a lot better than trying to solve an entire case on your own. And so that was good. It was nice to see them actually work together and end up solving the case. So these were just my short thoughts on this video. Overall, it was a great episode. It was a nice change of pace from what we just saw in the previous episode. Which, by the way, if you have not seen the previous episode, I will leave a link for it down in the description below. Feel free to check it out and let me know what you guys think. Like I said, these are just my thoughts on the episode. I'd love to know your thoughts. Go ahead and leave me a comment down in the comment section below, letting me know what you guys think. I love to read them. Go ahead and please like, subscribe, and share this video any way you can. I would greatly appreciate it. It does help to grow our community further and get ourselves out there and noticed. That'll be it for me today, and I will see you all soon for the next episode of Criminal Minds. Have a good one. Bye.